final annihilation of the life form known as man. Let the attack begin.
What's good, YouTube? Rayquaza2094 here, at you with a Ruuber match. Just for quick clarification, Ruuber is 1 Uber and then 5 RU or under. It's a match that just recently surfaced and has become popular. Anyways, I'm gonna lead off with Arceus, my knight of the round, and he's gonna lead off with Aerodactyl, taunt me. I do manage to get the Parahacks, which is fantastic because that means now he can't get up any rocks to weaken me throughout the match, which is fantastic. And yeah, he's going to put in Mewtwo. I decided to switch, figuring he's just going to go for the obvious Aura Spear. And yeah, he switches out, which means he must be like Scarf or Spect. I really don't know why he'd be Scarf, so I'm going to take a guess at Spect. And I sub, and he is going to switch out, and unfortunately loses Sharpedo because, you know, I'm doing that little sub punch right there with my good old Golurk named Alexander. And now he's going to put in his Articuno named Sub Rooster. And yeah, I'm going to go for the Focus Punch. And he mentioned he got this Pokemon from somebody off of another site because Pokemon Selector was down, so he couldn't gen and then send it. So yeah, I guess it kind of gives away. Well, he's going to Ice Beam me. I'm just going to Focus Punch him again and get a crit, which is, you know, kind of fantastic because that means his Articuno's down. I don't know if the crit mattered though or not. I haven't run damage calc. Well, I figure he's going to go for the straight Shadow Ball, but, you know, I didn't want to overpredict and lose something. And I knew I could at least live one Shadow Ball if he wasn't Spect. And yeah, he can't be Spect because he switches out. And yeah, both Pokemon go down, which is great. He puts in Caracosta, and I put in Sharon, which is my Lilligant. So actually, this is a good matchup, except I missed the Sleep Powder, and I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal. I'll get the Sleep Powder next turn. It'll be all good. It'll be fantastic. We'll make it work. And I knew I would survive a little bit, but I missed the Sleep Powder again. So yeah, this Lilligant, unfortunately, does nothing this time around, which is quite unfortunate because Lilligant is a boss if you can get it going, but you know, I got Sleep Powder screwed. So I put in Queen Liz, knowing I'll live an Earthquake or Rock Slide, whatever you want to do. And yeah, I do. And go for the Grass Knot, which is going to KO him. And I need to get some Regenerator. So I go ahead and switch out. And my Raichu is going to get Toxic, which isn't fun. So I go for the Nasty Plot. And he's going to go for the Wish. Not a big deal. And here I was contemplating about going for Focus Blast. But I decided he'd Protect, and so I just went for another Nasty Plot. And then again, I was like, okay, maybe I'll go for Focus Blast now. But then I was thinking, you know, I kind of got screwed over with Sleep Powder. I don't want to miss it, so I'll just go for the Thunderbolt, because I thought it would be enough to KO him. Not the case. And now I go for the Focus Blast finally. And he is going to Protect and nail it, and then nail the second Protect, which really sucks because that means I would have KO'd him at this point. But you know, I lost my Raichu to Toxic, which kind of sucks. So I decided to put in my good old 70s Tauros, and I go for the sub as he goes for the Wish, which means he's going to Protect next. And I was like, you know, Bouffalant is probably my best bet on trying to kind of stall out the Protects, because as long as he has Protect, I'm not going to be able to KO him. So I go for the Head Charge, and it does a pretty good amount, I figure. And, you know, I recover some leftovers. That's always good. And he's going to go for another Protect, because, you know, he went for that Wish right there. So yeah, he is going to get leftovers. But, yeah, you know, now he goes for Wish. Just kidding. He just went for Protect just because. And yeah, now I'm like, I think he's out of Protects, so I decided to go for a Mega Horn. And then I'm like, oh wait, no he's not. He's still got a few more. Because, you know, during this match I wasn't really counting how many Protects he had used. So, you know, I kind of just was going between Mega Horn and Earthquake to save my head charges, and really just to not make myself take a lot of recoil. Okay, well, you know, I'm thinking, hey, now I think he's out of protects, because, you know, I wasn't counting. I was like, forget counting. I'm like, he can wish all he wants. He has no protects. I think I'm safe. So I go for an earthquake, and he goes for a toxic, and I'm thinking, he went for toxic. That is a sure sign that he has absolutely no more protects. So I'm thinking, this is fantastic. Now I can start head charging, and he goes for a wish, and I'm like, okay, I got this. I got this. I have one because he has no more protects, right? Well, he had one more, which sucks, because, yeah, I was like, oh great, well, you know, I win still because he's out of protects. He goes for another wish, and yeah, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got this. Now he absolutely has to be out of protects, and then I think, wait, maybe he has one more, so I'll switch to Queen Liz, just in case he does, and he actually did, and that was absolutely his last protect. So, yeah, I managed to successfully stall out his protects, and now it's just going to be a simple Queen Liz dominating now. So he goes for a wish, hoping he can survive, and I just go for a surf, and, you know, even though he makes it to the turn where he would have gotten wish, he manages to get KO'd at this point, so I just go for a surf, and Queen Liz wins! Woo! Choice Spec Slowking for the win. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Ruuber, definitely check it out. Since I had to kind of rush it in the beginning, let me just state it again. Ruuber is when you use one Uber, and then you use 5 RU or lower. It's just a battle that's actually surfaced lately, and yeah, I guess a lot of people are like, hey, why don't we do that? And stuff like that. Let's do some Ruuber matches, and yeah, I don't know. It's a pretty fun battle. I think you get the use of one Uber as well as 5 RU or under, so it's pretty fun. But you know, that is going to be all for this episode. So comment, like, and subscribe so you can see more of my videos. Thank you and goodbye.